Greetings people from stereo and beyond. My name is Ronald and welcome to a video that, well, I have been postponing for a long time. I want to share my my home theater journey, my stereo journey, whatever you wanna call it, and I decided to make a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's this. This is the first video. I will make a proper introduction, etc., etc. But yeah, I live in the Netherlands. I am not a native English speaker, but I think I am doing okay. I also have a really annoying cat here, so if you hear any scratching, it's yeah. Before we start, I want to say that yes, I know my system isn't perfect. There are things that I would like to do different, but I simply cannot due to my space. Also, please keep in mind this is my system. I have at the moment everything the way I like it to be. For instance, a lot of people will probably comment that my speakers are too close to the wall, but these speakers are a little bit different than normal speakers, and these work where they are now. I have had them, further in the room, but then my listening position is all screwed up, etc. This is how I like it. So, I will show you what I have. If you have questions, please let me know. And yeah, that's it. Let's start. In this room, it's 20 square meters. I have my desk gaming setup and my home theater setup. It's a 9.2 channel system, and basically I do everything with vintage speakers. I really like a German brand called MB Quart. I will leave links to all my speakers down below, by the way, if you want to check them out. But they don't make speakers now. They do some car audio, etc. But it has been bought up by some giant corporation, and it's not very good at the moment. But they used to make really, really, really good speakers in the, until the mid-2000s, I believe. So let's start with these giant towers. They're about 1.2 meters high, so that's just a bit of reference. They are really, really big. They weigh, 35 kilos each, so that's a lot. I will remove one of the covers. These are MB Quart 2000s. They are from the year 2000, so that's interesting. But yeah, they are interesting design. Titanium tweeter in the middle, two mid-ranges and two bass units. Yeah, they are paper cones, but that one has been repaired, I believe. So yeah, I did measurements, etc., etc., and it's all good. They have been repaired by MB Quart themselves, so everything is hunky-dory. Glass plate on the top, so that's nice. It's smoked glass, so yeah, I really like that. I also have some LED strips behind here for, at night watching a movie. They have two ports, not really big, but decent enough. Then the first subwoofer is, my first subwoofer. It's a Yamo S810. It's about, 150 peak watts. It has a little baby cable. My spaghetti is actually thicker than that, but it does a well enough job to balance out the bass when I'm listening to music, etc. And for movies, I have that giant SVS sub there, the PB12 NSD, 700 peak watts, 12-inch, giant ports. It's amazing. I will be getting the SVS sound feed for that in the future, but yeah, it's good as it is at the moment. Alright, my TV is a 50-inch Sony Bravia television. Model number, I don't know, but it's an older model. It's really nice. I will try to link it in the description. And yes, you've probably noticed I'm a bit of a whiskey collector, so that's my other hobby. For my front heights, I have Yamo S801s. I used to have Yamo S803 for my sides, but yeah, those were my big front speakers until I got those. Those are really rare. And yeah, I paid very little money for those. My turntable is a TEAC TN300. It's interesting because, the earlier versions of this, earlier releases had engine issues. So motor issues where it didn't have a constant speed. But everything is nice in the newer models of it, the newer releases. Everything is aluminium. Gloss black plate, everything's nice. Belt driven, love the turntable. Stock cartridge, it's actually a decent cartridge, it's Audio Technica. Might upgrade that to something. If you have suggestions, leave it down below. By the way, the sound characteristic of MB Quad is more on the analytical, more, well, some people say bright, but they're not bright. I have amplifiers that are a little bit more on the English type sound, so we will get to that. But in my opinion, these speakers actually sound neutral. When I listen to all kinds of other speakers, I always get that it's not like it's the speakers or amps are doing something with it, but this is like, it feels right to me. I have always listened to MB Quad speakers, but I also get it when I listen to my Sennheiser headset, or headphones, I should say, or my SVS center channel, or DALI speakers, etc. It's that sound, you know. But yeah, I get why some people might say MB Quad speakers are bright because they have a lower range, etc. It's not that good. But if you get in the higher range speakers of MB Quad, it's amazing. Yeah, that's my newest addition to this whole setup. SVS Ultra Center. Man, oh man, I love that thing. Movie watching has definitely gone up. I just love it. It's amazing. Yeah, that rack is IKEA, by the way. It normally has doors, but I couldn't reach my equipment, so I switched it around, removed the doors. I have a Google Home here. Yeah, everything is controlled of that. I can say that it well needs to turn on this or that or well anything else. This thing I bought, yeah, because well it got a lot of good reviews and I wanted to experiment with it a bit. It's the Yakin CD3. It has the stock tubes, and a lot of people well don't like the stock tubes, but I'm actually okay with them. And why is my lens? What is my Google Home doing? Okay. Yeah, it has the stock tubes. The stock tubes, I don't really know what they are. You can look it up, probably in the link that I will leave down below. But I will be replacing them with Shunguang treasure tubes in the future. But yeah, I have burned them in for a decent while now. I think 50 hours I have on them, if not more. And I actually like it. It works with my system, and people leave really negative reviews on those stock tubes. And the only thing I can imagine is they don't have the right system for it, or bad cables. I have monster cables on them, and I know monster cables, bit of a awkward point, but I got them really cheap, and I actually like them. But I probably won't buy more of them because that type is all sold out. Amplifiers, right? Okay, let me sit down in my chair and let's talk amps. Yeah, my main receiver is a Denon X4000. It's similar to the Denon X4500 that's out at the moment. Amplifier is basically the same. It has some newer functions, etc. But it sounds amazing. I will probably replace that with a newer type because I want to try Atmos or Aura 3D. So I will probably get runs or something. Yeah, I have a Logitech Harmony that's connected to my Google Home, so that's how I yeah, control everything. That's an old Onkyo Integra 8850. I believe, is that an 8850? I don't know. Yeah, it's 8850. It's that. It's the input selector screws things up. Whatever. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But it's a test amplifier. But yeah, and I just have it here because well, it looks nice. I need to fix that in the future. Then that's probably one of my prized possessions. That's a quad, not quart, but quad. 34 preamp on top with a 606 power amp at the bottom. Those are powering my front speakers, my big towers. So yeah, I have the pre-pro going, well, actually going into that. then the output going into that, and then going into that. So some people might say, I will get degradation in the sound. I have tried everything, switching things, and I can't hear a difference. And that's on these really analytical speakers. So if there was a difference, small difference, I would notice. But what it does with the sound, it's so rich and full. And if you can get your hands on these, pick it up. But you need to have the combo, because the power amp sounds good on its own, but with that preamp, really magical combination, really nice. It also have a really good phono stage, so I like it a lot. Yeah, I have some styrofoam underneath my SVS. You can see me actually high under my SVS center. I will fix that, but it's the really soft, squishy kind, so it actually decouples it from my main stereo rack thingy, center console. So yeah, let's go here. This is something that some people might not understand in a hi-fi setup, but it's an HD PC. I run my Plex media player from it. I run Deezer on it. Basically, I don't listen to CDs or cassettes or anything. I listen to vinyl and, well, digital through Deezer Hi-Fi. Deezer Hi-Fi is the service from Deezer, basically like Tidal, where you can get FLAC lossless audio quality. So yeah, I really enjoy it, really like that. You can actually see how big those towers are. These are not walnut, by the way, this color. This is sunburst something something. The camera is not really picking it up that well. It's just an awesome color. This is the big SVS metal grill. Love it. I absolutely love it. Would love to have another one of those, but I can't fit it in here. This is my, well, let's actually go to the one here because of the lights, etc. My cat is doing things. These are walnut, by the way. That's on my vinyl and some closed whiskey bottles. These have, well, titanium tweeter and a titanium mid-range, and it's actually a four-way design. So yeah, that lower one is a subwoofer, they call it, but it's not powered or anything. But yeah, they sound nice. They are a bit more on the, yeah, how do you call it? A bit more on the bright side than those big ones. And I wasn't really impressed with those when I got them, because they had those metal bridges down here, because dual or four-way binding posts. Yes. And well, I just put some normal speaker wire between them, wired everything up, and man, oh man, it sounds beautiful now. If you have dual or four-way binding posts and you have those bridges between them, just remove the bridges, normal speaker wire, world of difference. So those are my side surrounds. Yeah, overkill, I know, but I just love them and I have the space for it, believe it or not. Rear surrounds are also overkill, MB Quad 280. Also titanium, and I believe big woofer. Don't want to ruin the pins. Yeah, just look. Wait, two logos. I've never seen it. Why is there another logo there? Never seen that. But yeah, all paper. These are closed, but they have a really nice sound, really big. These are also closed, so that's why I have them pushed up against the wall. So yeah, that's my rear surround. I would love to have surrounds there and there, but because, well, we have a concrete ceiling here in, well, the Netherlands, we don't have what's it called? That's I forget the name. That's stuff where you can, it's drywall. That's it. We don't have drywall ceilings. So yeah, another 280 there. That's my PC, ultra-wide monitor, portrait monitor. This is where I sit. This is my watch movie and chill chair. This is my normal office chair. I just push it back there and it works. It's nice. Big ass aircon for in the summer, because that thing there is an oven. It gets really hot. But yeah, I also try to spruce up the place with some art. I got Ragnar here on the Iron Throne, really nice. Legend of Korra, it's one of my favorites. It's an anime, cartoonish series, and I wanted something that is more uniform in color. So I just figured, let's just see what shows I like and what pictures I can get. This is fives from Star Wars, Clone Wars. And if you can see, they're all a bit bluish, whitish. That's bluish, whitish, and that's also bluish, whitish. I found that picture and I loved that picture because I love Vikings and I love Game of Thrones. This is just awesome. So I wanted something to match that. And it's actually really hard to find blue type pictures. So yeah, I would love to replace those Yamos with SVS satellites or something, but it's just the price of these things and the performance they deliver as surround speakers is insane. These are, what is it, 170 a pair? Yeah, that's basically one of those SVS satellites. But yeah, well, this is it. This is my my setup. This is where I edit my videos, etc. And that's just basically a shelf with some furniture legs underneath. It works really well. Actually, I like it. But yeah, if you have suggestions or things I need to try, or yeah, just comments in general, just let me know. I mean, this is my setup. When I sit here, I'm about 3 meters away from the screen. So yeah, the TV isn't that big. But yeah, I would love to get a projector in here, but size-wise, it's not doable at the moment. I have the space. I can actually just hang a projector there, and that's 4 meters to that wall, so it won't be a problem. But yeah, I can't push the towers further out because then I don't have space for that sub, and then they are too far out for me to sit here. So everything is perfect in terms of stereo imaging, etc. And yeah, it was a bitch to set up, but if you get MB Quartz speakers right, best speakers in the world. I love them. I have listened to those really expensive Bauer Wilkins speakers and all that stuff. And man, I can't. These are unique in terms of sound and stuff. And the thing is, the world didn't catch on because they were locally built in Germany and sold in Germany. They bought up a furniture making place just for them to make the cabinets of those speakers. They did a really high-end nice job on those speakers, but yeah, they're only known locally in Germany and they're old. But yeah, that's how it goes, you know. If they would still make speakers today, I mean, Clips uses titanium tweeters, but that's more a horn design. Totem uses titanium, some other brands, etc. But it's if you live around Germany, go on eBay, go on the local eBay from Germany. You will find them, listen to them on good amps with good cables. I use Uhlenbach silver, well, not entirely silver, but silver-ish, with that silver coating inside of it, and it just delivers. If you put normal copper cables on here, nah, it's okay. But if you put those cables on there with that silver, semi-silver, semi-copper, forgot the name, man, it sounds beautiful, beautiful highs, rich lows, not sharp, nothing. And well, with those tubes, it just gets a bit more magical. Can't wait to get that treasure tube from Xunguang up in there. I can't wait. I will make a video on that probably. So yeah, if you have things that you saw that you want to, well, me make a video about or something like that, just let me know in the comments and I will see what I can do. I wanted to make this quick video. Yeah, sorry my English isn't that good at the moment. I've been working all day, I'm a bit tired. But yeah, I think it got across all right. So I'm gonna feed that thing there. So, well, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think and goodbye.